This whole year, my class has been using technology to do projects at the 7th grade level. Our essential question has been, how do we become literate digital citizens? As part of that, one of my goals was to have my students do a digital storytelling unit. We have done projects on the Greek myths, and now our focus is on their hometown of Newberg. I wanted my students to contribute to Wikipedia to become digital citizen journalists. There were a number of steps involved in this. The first thing that the students had to do was to look at Wikipedia to see what was listed under Newberg, and we found that there was not very much. So we decided to choose some sections: honorable citizens, buildings, contributing companies. We were looking for stories about Newberg citizens and their life in earlier times. We needed to practice our interviewing skills, so our first step was to design some interview questions and practice with each other. The second step was to have the students practice interviewing an adult, or at least someone over the age of 21. The class came up with the interview questions. We looked at questions that would be typical of finding out information about an adult. Later on, we tweaked the questions to make them more focused on contributions to Newberg or what life was like in Newberg. The students had an expected goal of writing a piece for the Wikipedia entry, and then later on they would either create an iMovie or podcast. With that in mind, we decided to try videotaping the students after they had made their contact. The students set up appointments with people they knew, suggestions from community members, or people that had been contacted from the senior center. We told them that we were looking for stories about Newberg and its people's lives. The appointments were set up over several days because we only had 4 digital cameras to use. We also wanted to make sure that we could take stills. If some of the people were uncomfortable with a video, then we also had a digital recorder that we could use. The students had a great time doing the interviewing. They met their interviewee, walked them into the library, talked to them, and then made sure that they walked them back out after they thanked them. So this was definitely a learning experience for the students. The one problem that we've had thus far is many of the students did not take notes, so they're relying on the video to write their information, and it is taking quite a long time to download the videos and format QuickTime movies with that. So we've put off our due date. We've extended it so that next week, hopefully the students will be able to get the information from their interviews, write their Wikipedia piece, and then start working on a podcast or iMovie of their choice. As you can see from their faces, all of them had a good time, and I think the senior citizens appreciated having an audience to tell their stories to.